Welcome to Flow. Let's get started. Today we'll start in a standing position. Bring your feet so they're about hips-width distance apart. Allow your eyes to close or find a soft gaze. And take these first few moments to bring focus and awareness to your breathing. Feel your feet planted, rooted down into the mat. Feel your shoulders soften down your back. And feel the crown of your head pull up tall to the ceiling. Take a few more moments of big breath here, expanding into the ribs and the belly with every inhale. And every exhale, allow yourself to stand just a little bit taller. Allow your eyes to open and cross your left foot over your right foot. Reach your arms up overhead, grab your right wrist with your left hand and tip your body to the left. Think of pushing your hips way off to the right, getting a really nice side stretch here. And then come back through center and switch the grip of your wrists and tip your body the other way, keeping your legs crossed in the same left over right. Bring yourself back to center, uncross your legs and switch. So now right foot over left foot, you can make a little kickstand with your right toes. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and tip your body over to the right. Think of pushing your hips way over to the left. Come back to center and switch wrists. Big side body bend. Take a huge breath in and a huge breath out. Bring yourself back to center. Bring your feet so they come about hips-width distance with your toes pointing forward. Find a deep squatting position. And then stand up, pull your right knee into your chest, open your right knee out to the side, and send yourself back into your squat. We do the opposite side. So your left knee pulls up, left knee opens, and then sit back into your squat. Do it again. Right knee pulls up, right knee opens, and then squat down. Stand up, left knee pulls up, left knee opens, and then squat down. We'll do this one more time, then we'll add on. So right knee pulls up, right knee opens, back into your squatting position, left knee pulls up, left knee opens, back into your squatting position. Now adding on from here, right knee pulls up, right knee opens. And then step out to the side, left knee pulls up, left knee opens. And then again, step out to the right like you're sneaking under something. We'll do the other side. So left knee comes up and over, right knee comes up and over, and then duck down like you're sneaking under something. And we'll do this again. Right leg up and over, left leg up and over, and then sneak under something. Left leg up and over, right leg up and over, and then sneak under something. So this is a really nice way to warm up through your hips. Keep this going, finding some nice balance here as well. Sometimes I call this the sneaky burglar. So you think of going over something, you think of going under something. Just finding some nice range of motion into the hips, a little bit of movement there. And we'll take a few more sets of this. It's also a nice way to find a little bit of balance. And now bring your feet so they're really wide, heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, you're coming into a big grand plie, and bring your elbows so they come to rest on your thighs. And then bring your hands so they come to rest on your thighs. And start to circle through your hips. So this may feel a little bit strange. You've got a big bend through your knees. And think of just kind of churning your hips around. Just breaking up any tightness you may be feeling there in the pelvis, and then start to circle your hips the opposite direction. And taking your own range of motion with these circles. You don't have to be super turned out through your feet either. And then bring yourself down and lunge over onto the left. So bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Just pausing and breathing here. Take a few more moments of breath. And then you're gonna rotate over towards your left foot. We come into a lunge position. Lower your back knee down to the mat. Bring your hands to rest on your front left thigh. Your shoulders will release down your back. Continuously push your hips forward. Reach your arms up overhead. Pull your thumbs slightly back. Find just a little taste of a back bend. And then bring your hands down to frame your foot. Flip your back toes, lift your back knee, find three-legged dog so your left leg comes up into the air. Bend your knee, open your hip. Take a moment circle around through your hip by pulling your left knee to your chest and opening out to the side. We'll take like 3 or 4 circles in one direction, and then 3 or 4 circles in the other direction. And then re-extend through your left leg. And this time pull your left shin so it comes forward. We're coming into more of a parallel stance. So your left heel is kind of tucked under your pelvis. Bring your body to an upright position as best as you can. We're more targeting into the right hip flexor here. Take a big breath into your ribs. Feel this expansion. And a huge breath out. And we'll be here for a few more moments. Slowly come out, flip your back toes. Step your left foot forward again, and then turn to a wide-legged forward fold. So you're rotating your toes, and then start to shift from side to side, bend through your knees, drop your head, maybe take a wiggle of your jaw. And find a few more of these. We're gonna move through to the other side, but first, heels in, toes out, bend your knees a lot. Roll yourself up, so you're in this big grand plie. And then extend your legs. And then once again, bend your knees. Do that again, straighten up, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees. Do it again. Reach up, extend your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees. Take this a few more times. Just finding a bigger range of motion into your hips, maybe able to sit just a little bit lower with each set. This last one, let's hold it. Bring your forearms back to your thighs, or maybe your hands are on your thighs. Take a few moments just to shift from side to side. Taking big belly breaths. Notice tension you may be holding onto in your shoulders. Try to release that. And then shift over to your right leg. So we're coming into a side lateral lunge. Try to extend through your left leg and breathe here. Allow this opening into your inner thigh and groin. Take a few more huge breaths. I'm going to rotate over to the right. So bring yourself into a low lunge position, lower your back knee. First, take a moment to bring your hands so they rest on your front right thigh. And then when you feel ready, reach your arms up overhead. Maybe feeling like you could pull your thumbs back as you push your hips forward. Take another big breath here. And then bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Flip your back toes, 3-legged dog with your right leg up into the air. Bend your right knee. We'll start to circle through this hip. So pull your knee to your chest, open the knee out to the side, and we'll take about 3 or 4 circles here. Just getting a deeper range of motion into your right hip. And then start to circle the opposite direction after you've taken 3 or 4 in one direction. And now pull your right knee back into your chest, slide your right shin forward so your right heel is kind of tucked under your pelvis. And if possible, try to bring your body to an upright position. So we're targeting a lot more into the front left hip flexor. Sending breath into your ribs, feeling this expansion through the belly. And then bring your hands back down. Move back into a lunge so you step your right foot forward. And then bring yourself to a wide-legged forward fold. And right away start to shift side to side, bending into one knee and bending into the other knee. And we'll stay for about 10 big breaths in this hung over position. So you can keep shifting your weight from side to side, or maybe you'd like to stay more in the center. Whatever you're feeling that you want to connect with in this wide-legged forward fold. And then wherever you are, bring your torso back to center. Soften through your knees just slightly and slowly roll yourself up to stand. Let your skull be the last thing to arrive as you come all the way up. Bring your hands to your hips and start to take big hip circles. I know this can feel a little bit silly, But it's a really nice way to find more range of motion and movement into the hips, into the pelvis, and into the lower back. Take 3 or 4 circles in one direction, take 3 or 4 circles in the opposite direction. And then just to see how things feel, we're gonna end with a few more rounds of Sneaky Burglar. So you can bring your feet a little bit closer together. Start with your right leg going up and over, left leg follows, and then sneak under something low. And take this the opposite way. Left leg up and over, right leg up and over, and sneak under something low. Taking a few more of these from side to side. And notice any differences you may feel through your hips, through your range of motion, through your balance perhaps. Take one more set. And then just take a moment to kind of shake things out, let everything go. We'll end in a standing position the same way that we began, with your feet about hips width distance. Let your arms drop to your side, let your shoulders melt down your back. Allow your eyes to close or find a soft gaze. Take these final few moments to connect back with your breath. Take a huge breath in. And take a huge breath out. Thank you for joining us. And that's your flow.